Good morning. Happy Thursday. I have not vlogged in forever, so we are doing a day in the life in 4th grade. Let's go. It is specials time. Thank goodness, I need a break. We have had an interesting morning. I feel like I've been on these kids about their talking and trying their best to complete their work. It's been really hard to motivate the students to try their best and have that intrinsic motivation to get their work done, but we're getting through it. I wanted to show you guys and kind of talk you through what a day looks like in 4th grade, and I actually am getting my board set up for when the kids get back. So we did a whole group reading lesson, and it was painful to get through because I just feel like I was redirecting behavior a lot, but some days are like this, and I feel like what works best is when I'm super strict, and even if I have to stop my lesson, so that I get them back on track during the day and implement like consequences and all of the things, and I'm super consistent just to help get us back on track. So even though our lesson took a little bit longer, it is okay, and I'm giving myself grace and like not being mad that we went over time. So we did a lesson on like evaporation, condensation. I feel like I'm teaching a science lesson right now, but we're doing some informational text. And while we did that, the kids were filling out, okay, there's not even a name on this paper, but they were filling out a graphic organizer to help them understand the text structure of sequencing. I made an anchor chart this morning just to go over all of our text structures that we've talked about, but I figured it would be cool to show you guys kind of like what the content is that we learn in 4th grade. So what we really do, so after we do the shared group lesson, we move on to what we call mustard, ketchup, pickle. So these are the things that they must do. So they have an exit ticket based off of the lesson that we just did. Then they have a spelling worksheet that they're gonna do. And then the ketchup work. There's a website called Common Lit. I can link it. And there's just a bunch of great passages on there that the kids can do online. And then I also added yesterday, we worked on our conclusion of an essay. So they can finish that up if they didn't finish it. Then there's online activities with McGraw-Hill. Then their iReady lesson, and their goal for the week is to get 45 minutes. And then pickle, if they get there. A lot of times they don't get there, but it's to read their library book and do a book review. I actually talked about the book review in, I think, one of my last vlogs, and one of the teachers here shared this with me. It's just an honest truth to get them like to review their book and have them actively do something after they do the fun activity. But as I said, this morning was a struggle. Today's Thursday, so I really try to get a lot of grading done today because I like to pass back their work on Fridays. So I'm gonna sit here, get as much grading done as I can. I have like 20 minutes. Honestly, at this point, I feel like I have 15. My break is from 11:15 to 11:45, but I had to talk with some students before they went into special area. So, you know, it's just by the time I drop them off, teachers, you guys know the struggle. It's like our planning time it's just a hard time to get like all of the planning time that we really want. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna grade some things, get things organized so that I can pass back work tomorrow. I also implemented for myself to get through the weeks of teaching that are just so long and energy consuming. Celsius, you guys would have seen this morning. I'm not necessarily promoting that you should be drinking energy drinks, but I really understand why people drink them now because I just get so much done whenever I have an energy drink. It does make me feel a little bit crazy, but these are my favorite ones. The peach mango green tea, in my opinion, is the best flavor. It's not carbonated. Let me just get to work, get things done, and like breathe. I'm also gonna have a little snack. My partner teacher also got me these. So I'm gonna snack on these, get some grades printed so that I can send them home tomorrow, but that's how the day has been, realistically. All right, it is the very end of the day now. It is 3:32 p.m. Contract time ended at 3:10, but I had a meeting at like 2:30. So I was just completing a meeting with parents. We had it on Zoom. And then I made a phone call. Now I am trying to make sure I'm all set up for my lessons tomorrow. I wanted to share with you guys something that I made for my students. I made them because we've been working a lot on our essay writing, and some of them have a really hard time checking their work and making sure that they've used all their complete sentences. So I just created like a little writing checklist for them, and on it has, you know, have I used complete sentences? They put a check mark, and I even made them write down like what was their hook sentence, what was the sentence that got their reader excited. I made them write down their reasons. I made sure they had their text evidence, and I also put on the back a little reflection of something that I did really well, something that I learned, and it's just, I want to hold them accountable for everything that they're doing. And I find that it also helps with behaviors if they really have to hold themselves accountable and like look through it. And I give them, I say this should take this amount of time, because you know you're always going to have some students that just look at it and try to like check off and fill it out, and then they come to you and you're like, okay, well you don't have your 2 pieces of text evidence. So that's something a little extra that I did this week that I wanted to make sure that the students were doing, and I wanted to share that with you guys. I am going to finish printing some work that I want to send home tomorrow. I have a stack of things that I need to grade, so I'm probably going to stay here until 4 just to get that stuff done, and so that hopefully I don't have to do work over the weekend. If you guys have seen my previous vlogs, you would know that I've been struggling with teaching, just being so overwhelmed with the workload, and so I've been trying to do some work over the weekends just to limit my stress, but I'm hoping that this weekend I won't have to, because I've been putting in the extra time this week. But yes, so I'm gonna get going. Well, we are going to print some things, we're gonna organize, we're gonna grade things, and then I'll probably leave at 4 p.m. I really want to know, are you guys like, if you're a new teacher, how late are you staying during the week? Because I still feel like I'm a new-ish teacher. I've been teaching, this is my 3rd year. Do you guys stay late after school? How do you get everything done? How are you doing it all? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to know. It is after school. It's like 7. We both slightly took a nap. It's like a 20-minute nap.
It was a good nap.
We're going to a Tampa Girls Who Walk event. Somehow always when we show up, it's freezing cold outside. Not freezing, it's like 55. But we're just tired, but here we go. It's gonna be fun.